The outdoor track and field season is coming to a close at the college level, and that means that conference championships are now a thing of the past. But the ladies of the track did not disappoint, because although the teams in the SEC dominate the national leaderboards in almost every event, it doesn't mean that there were not fireworks almost everywhere else in the country. Simply put, conference championships bring out the best in everyone, because every race and every event actually matters, even if you're not gonna win, because your team needs those points. It's how we knew that sprinters like Melissa Jefferson were legit, because she won the Sun Belt Conference in the 100 and the 200, before going on to win the USA Outdoor Meet in the 100. Notice I didn't say the NCAAs. I said the USA's, against all of the pros. And this is still an Olympic year, so some of the ladies who just went off on the track will also be doing it again just a few months from now, considering that college track and field doesn't get much of any media attention. Even when ESPN is televising the meet themselves, they won't tell you what happened in their own app. So until that point, when they update the app, I guess you're stuck with me. So here are just a few of the performances that you probably missed out on, because nobody cared enough to tell you about it, at least until now, while the ladies of the track were lighting it up out there in the NCAA. And there's no way that I can cover everything that happened on the weekend, so I'm not even gonna try. But these are just a few of the highlights, minus the SEC, because I'm giving them their own video because they deserve it. Jasmine Jones of USC set a brand new collegiate lead in the 400 hurdles. She broke 54 seconds to do it, and that is a very big deal, especially when you consider she is the NCAA indoor champion in the 60 hurdles. She got a whole bunch of help from her teammates during the meet in the sprint, but none of that really matters because they all lost to Jaden Mays in the 100 and the 200, who represents Oregon. And that is just one of the reasons why they ended up losing to Oregon during their final season in the Pac-12. But I also have to point out that Washington is moving with them to the Big Ten, and Hannah and Amanda Mall went 1-2 at the Pac-12 meet in the pole vault. But it really wasn't just the Pac-12 meet. They're now both inside the top 5 of the entire NCAA, with Hannah in seat number 1. So good luck next year to the Big Ten, because now you've got to put up with all of those talented teams. But if you're new here, I have to say thank you for even making it this far into the video. And I'm Coach Rob, the founder of SCArecruiting.com, where I rank the best high school track and field recruits in the entire nation. And if anything that I say actually connects with you, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe. But if I don't, just let me know in the comments section, because I try to read them all. But this year, it was Rayma Otabor of Nebraska who proved to be the best javelin thrower in the NCAA so far. And she validated that by winning the Big Ten in that event. But they still lost the team title to Minnesota, who put a whole bunch of points on the board, but only won one single individual event in the steeplechase behind star freshman Zoe Dundon. But all the way out in the ACC, Deja DeFran swept the sprint for Florida State. She's now one of the fastest women in the entire NCAA in both events. But it doesn't even really matter, because it didn't make a dent in the team title. The Lady Blue Devils from Duke took care of that, behind Lauren Tolbert in the 400, who also won the 4x4. They ran away with the whole thing. But in case you haven't been paying attention, Akeelia Smith of Texas is the collegiate leader in both the long jump and the triple jump. But she didn't win both events at the Big 12 meet, which worked out well enough because she didn't need to. Texas still dominated the meet, winning by over 50 points to BYU. So the SEC has a lot to look forward to, putting up with them next season. Yet there were still a lot of surprises outside of the big name conferences. Remember, I can't go through everything, I'm just going to rattle some stuff off by memory. In the Ivy League, Maya Ramsden of Harvard won the 1500, which validates her collegiate lead in that event. But she also doubled with the 5K, because why not? But it still wasn't enough to hold off Isabella Whitaker and Ju Penn, who dominated the meet clear ahead of the field. And all the way out in the Summit League, which is actually a thing, it was Erin Kinney and Sarah Riffenrath of the University of South Dakota who ran through everybody in the 100, the 200, the 400, the 4x1, and the 4x4. They went 1-2 in the 200 for the record. Yet after all that, North Dakota State was still left standing as the team champion. So yes, scoring points even more than just winning events outright, actually matters. And I have to give a shout out to Megan Quinn of Bucknell University for breaking the conference meet record in the 200 out in the Patriot League. But she still got upset by Mayu Gayton of Navy in the 100, which was basically the theme of the weekend out in that conference, because Navy won the Patriot League in a meet that eventually became a repeat of the Army-Navy duel that they do every year anyway. And whether or not you've been paying attention, Elizabeth Ruth Runnersdottir is the best hammer thrower in the entire NCAA, and she's doing it at Texas State. No, I did not say the University of Texas. So she won that event in the Sun Belt, and of course, led her team to the conference title as well. And in case you were not aware, Joyasia Smith of Charlotte did exactly what I thought she would at the American Conference Championship meet. She won all the events she was in, the 100, the 200, and the 4x1, to help her team win a conference title. There are more than 30 conferences across all of Division I, with a whole bunch of ladies who are incredibly talented, but some of them were honestly never expected to be all that good in the first place. But the only reason we think that is because they're not in a conference like the SEC. The NCAA Outdoor Championships are coming, and that is a meet for the ladies who have proven to be the best of the best. But any woman who can get the job done at her conference championship meet and help lead her team to a conference title while she's there has already proven that her name belongs in that conversation. SCA Track and Field gear is here. Fast is a lifestyle, and what you wear should reflect that. Order yours at scarecruiting.com/shop or use the link in the description below. It's a huge support to me and this channel, so I can continue to make you more content like this. And remember, it is always greatly appreciated if you would please like and subscribe.